Caregiving is an act of love, but for many Ontarians, it comes at a heavy cost. A new report shows nearly 7 in 10 caregivers feel so burnt out they don't know how much longer they can continue. For many, the strain builds quietly until it becomes overwhelming.
As a mother, the challenge was I became a caregiver. When you're having to play those two roles, it's a different world. And parenting, and they become blurred. So that is when I found that I started to need a break from caregiving.
In our latest Spotlight report, it shows that of Ontario's 4.2 million caregivers, 69% say they're so burnt out that they don't know if they can continue. And I think that's a really striking statistic. It tells us how much caregivers are struggling in Ontario and how much they need support. Caregivers often reach that breaking point because it's the combination of things that they're doing as a caregiver that just lead them to reach that point of overwhelm and where they feel like they can't keep going.
When support systems fall short, many caregivers are left with nowhere to turn except emergency care.
When I took him there to the hospital, the local hospital, I knew that was not the place for me. I knew that. And I don't want to speak on behalf of others, but I know that most caregivers know that. But we're desperate. And the reason why we're desperate is not so that we can get a break and go to the spa. It's that so we can sleep 10 minutes uninterrupted, 20 minutes uninterrupted, because we realize we are no longer functioning.
Caregivers can benefit significantly from respite in order to essentially recharge their batteries and continue. So when caregivers have access to those kinds of supports in their communities, they don't necessarily need to turn to the ER as their only option.
So listen to the caregivers, decision makers, and know that they really need complex support in order to truly refuel and leave it behind for just a minute.
For caregivers, even a few minutes of rest can mean survival. And while they continue to show up for others every day, they're hoping the system will finally show up for them too.